Everybody, guess who it is again in San Diego still? It's Stephanie again. In case you didn't know, I am still here in San Diego and very excited because my good friend Autumn is going to come out and see me for a couple of days, and she's driving in from Las Vegas right now. So I'm very excited to see her. You guys probably remember I put her on the last Fun Friday while she was visiting. So I'm going to have her help me out again and be a special guest. But I'm excited because I've gotten to do lots of fun things with the Coopers, but there are a couple things I really want to do, and we're going to hike up Torrey Pines anyway, yes, and go back to the tide pools. So I just have to tell you guys, it was kind of awesome. So, Megan's daughter, hold on, it's coming to me. Yes, hold on. Oh, Daphne, just had her 5th birthday party, and it was awesome because I got to see a lot of their family who I haven't seen in a while, and we had a girls' time at the beginning, so just the girls, and Erin was there to help too, but we went to the tide pools, and I haven't been to the tide pools since I was a little kid. So it was awesome because I thought to bring my Keen sandals, which are made for walking in water. So everybody else, I was like, some people had on sneakers, people who had come there and were completely soaking their shoes, and people in flip-flops were slipping around because it was really slippery on some of the rocks with algae and stuff. So I was glad I didn't fall down. So it was just really fun. And I get to see all the family again, and just friends from the past, for Easter, because I get to be here for Easter too. So just a lot of awesome things. But let me just tell you, side note, ever since after the marathon, you guys know I started walking instead of running, and my right foot, for whatever reason, was really starting to hurt, even on really short walks, and I was like, that's weird. So I tried got new sneakers, thinking that would help, and just on my right foot, for some reason, the sneakers seem to be, hold on, got a heart speck in my throat. So, yes. Oh, hold on, what was I saying? Oh, yes. So I got the new sneakers, and it didn't help. My feet were still hurting, so I loosened up that sneaker thinking that would help, and that didn't help. So basically nothing I was doing, and I even went on a very short walk when I was here, less than a mile, and I was thinking it won't hurt for that short, but it's killing me, and it's like on the top part of my foot and underneath. And so I've been wearing my sandals, which seem to be helping a little bit. But when my friend Sarah Roberts got to come out and see me, she suggested it sounded like plantar fasciitis, and I guess also Papa Kevin has had that before, plantar fasciitis. It's hard to say. I'll let you guys say it again. But anyway, so Kevin said the treatment that he had to go through, and like wear a boot and then roll your calf muscle. But he said that it can be fixed. So anyway, so I'm hoping that I will still be able to hike with Autumn tomorrow, with the sandals. We'll see. But I have an appointment with the doctor literally the day I get back, so hopefully we'll be able to get in a treatment for that, because it really hurts. Alright, so enough of my whining. Alright, are you guys ready for... Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, yes, the song I'm picking so I don't forget, and look at this, a whole thing of notes for you guys, but not a lot of sticky notes, so I'm confident we'll get through this in a reasonable time. So, yes, the song, so I did order those CDs that I was so excited about. I got Hillsong, I think it's called Of Dirt and Grace, and they're recording it from Israel, and every song is like, oh wow. So the one for today is Even When It Hurts is the title of it, and I know you guys will get a lot out of that song, but I'm looking forward to playing some new worship songs for you guys. Okay, are you guys ready? So I was so I have 2 nightstands by each bed, which is awesome because I can put a bunch of stuff. But I sometimes things roll off the back of the table, so I was reaching down to get something that had fallen on the floor and whacked my head here. And let's see, looking out. Oh yes, I was taking out my hair elastic in front of the mirror and somehow whacked it with my hand. So I just gonna preface this. This is definitely the most bonky time I've had in a while. So now it's like bruises everywhere. I've been in a good stretch, but also I think being at a new house here, like it's learning, the things like that just have to think more about not walking into things. So, all right. Walked into the banister of the stairs with my arm that hurt. Dropped a water cup on the floor. So I've also been dropping a lot more things. I'm not sure if I mentioned this last time, but I'm definitely, when I get back to Colorado, I'm going to call the physical therapist again, because I had basically like graduated from her visit, so I just would need to get another referral and that. But I think this will be the first time I've worked on like grip stuff before it was balance. So yes, so because I dropped a bunch of stuff. So yes, and then opened the microwave when I was putting the cooking spray away. That was funny. That's happened a few times before. And I keep hitting my head on this this thing behind the bed. Sometimes my head just jerks. And so, yes, that has happened a few times, and it's always hurts because whatever's behind my head. Open the microwave when I was putting, oh yes, I told you guys that. Okay, drop the bowl of milk, and yes. Okay, yes, so dropped a whole bowl of milk, and yes, what I was eating, and so I had it up on the counter in the hallway, and I was going in my room, and I was gonna grab it, but for whatever reason, it dropped out of my hand. Yes, and there was a bowl that broke all over the floor, and rice and milk all down the hallway. I cleaned it up, so thankfully the Coopers nobody was here to see me do it. But that is the first time in a long time I've dropped a whole bowl of cereal. Whacked the door frame in the bathroom. Walked into the door frame in the bathroom. Almost knocked the lamp over on the nightstand, the same lamp. Yes, I love to have the lamps there because it helps to turn the light on when I'm reading, but just sometimes I almost knock them over. Yes, dropped a lot on the bathroom. Oh, sorry. Okay, dropped my lotion on the bathroom floor. That was another thing I dropped. Yes, fell trying to stand up to get my shorts on. Oh yes, that's right. But oh yeah, I fell on the floor. I did. Yes. So that was the first little fall in a while. And finally, oh yes, I already told you guys about plantar fasciitis. So look, we're done with the Huntington things. Oh wait, hold on. Just make sure. Oh yes, there was a little note. Oh yes, and Connor's coming on June 10th, so we know his dates now, and he'll get to be here for 2 months, so that is not very far away, so I'm so excited, especially to get to introduce him to all my Colorado Springs friends and take him to church, so very excited to have you come see me, Connor. Okay. All right, now for the devotional, and thankfully this is a short one, but it's very, yes. So the title is Look Up to Him, and the verse is, He who began a good work in me will carry it on to completion until the day of Jesus Christ. Continue to work out your salvation, for it is God who works in you to will and to act according to his good purposes. That's Philippians 1:6. There are countless promises given to us by the Lord for times when things get hard. There's one in the Old Testament which was given first to Moses, then to Joshua. I will never leave you or forsake you. Lest we should fear that it was spoken only to specifically Joshua, the writer of the New Testament book quotes it just as if it were being spoken to him and to all of us who read this book. I will never leave you or forsake you. So we may say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I like that part. With confidence, don't you? We are not meant to shake with fear when faced with temptations. We may look to him who conquered the powers of evil when he reigned from the tree. Psalm 96:10. Those powers can never say that he did not conquer them, for he both exposed them and made a show of conquering them openly. Therefore, we follow in procession behind a triumphant Christ. And if all our reliance is placed upon him, we need never be defeated in spirit. Today, from hour to hour, he can and will lead us on to triumph if we look to him. And if some duty or service has to be done which seems quite impossible, the same promise of help and triumph holds true. Over and over again, I have seen the Lord do impossible things. I think he delights in the impossible. And he delights to meet the faith of one who looks up to him and says, Lord, you know that I cannot do this, but I believe that you can. And prayer, our Father, so often we rely on ourselves to be strong enough, good enough, still thinking that we have to make ourselves presentable and worthy of your love. Help us today to cease from all our inner striving to rest in you, knowing that you will see us through every temptation to be like the old me and not like you. So I hope you guys had a great, encouraging time with my sharing, and now you guys are caught up for today, and I would look forward to talking back when I have more to say, but probably with Ardo.